Your baby will come when they're ready. And this might be 42 weeks. This might be 44 weeks. This might be 37 weeks. It's a big range. Your baby has their own timeline for growth, and it may not be exactly what the textbook says. So when your care provider gives you that arbitrary due date of 40 weeks, what they're really saying is, if you don't go into labor by this point, we're going to start doing things to you. If, however, your care provider is like, well, it can come anywhere between 37 weeks and 42 weeks. And if your baby is at 42 weeks, we'll discuss what you can do. You could still remain pregnant a little bit after that, but we'll be monitoring you, or we'll figure out something. We can discuss that later. But the fact is that there's babies out there who have been born at 44 weeks, perfectly healthy. It all depends on your own family's gestational history. So if you go back to your grandmother and your mother and anyone who was born before the 90s who happens to have not been induced, because induction became a really big thing after the 90s and a little bit before that, but before that, we didn't have that technology. So you just remained pregnant. In fact, my own grandmother, she ended up giving birth at 44 weeks with her fourth, and they just were like, well, you just stay pregnant. And the same thing with Gloria LeMay. Like, she talked about this, how she had just stayed pregnant. That's what they did in the 70s. It wasn't until the 90s to 2000s that induction became a thing. And then suddenly everybody was getting induced at 40 weeks and 41 weeks and now 39 weeks. So your baby will come when your baby's ready. There's a reason why you want to go the full 40, and you don't want to just induce just because you've hit your due date. If you want to know more about the 20 traps, go to www.empoweringmomsbirth.com/store. Okay, so again, that's www.empoweringmomsbirth.com/store. Guide that you want is the 20 traps guide. You can click on it. It will take you to the sign up page. You just sign up your email. It will be delivered right to your inbox. And then you'll get some additional tips from me as well. Okay, and I will see you next week. Talk to you soon.